How's that stress level going, boss? Right. I've been talking to our clients, and yeah, there's been some of them that are really in a time of high stress. And let's admit that's part of the scaling adventure that we chose when we decided to own and grow a business. And oftentimes, when I'm working with our Boss HQ clients, I get to point them where we can refocus, how we can turn things around, and exactly what we need to be looking at and or doing so that we can create that ease and space to focus on the pieces we need to prioritize. And I've had this conversation a little more intensely the past 24 hours. And I was like, I feel like I need to say this to everybody. So here I am, boss. Listen up to this great insight that you can internalize and immediately commit to doing for yourself, for your business, for your sanity, and for your profitability. So let's discuss. When we are growing, or there's high turnover, or there is some opportunity that's really driving us, and yet we're just tapped on time and energy, a boss will give me a call, one of our clients. And of course, we have to schedule around all the shenanigans to make it happen, but we make it happen on their schedule because that's what we're here for. That's what Boss HQ does. And when a boss comes to me and they say that their team is underperforming, I have an obvious question I start with, and that's let's talk about your one-on-one meetings, because we know that that is the quickest way to diagnose exactly where there's space for improvements and what we can talk with that team member to get the results that that boss is suffering for. So the same is true when the boss themselves feels high emotion, frustrated, pissed off, disappointed, upset, just really feeling overwhelmed with emotion and that sense of there's just so much to do, I don't know where to start. So when they come to us and they say, this is where I'm at, I'm just like, I don't even know what to do. I can't find time on my calendar to get things done. And I'm stressed. I usually start by asking about their mind. Now, you're trying to go, Talmar, but their mind is fast and furious and frustrated. And yet, I think that the thing that most business owners forget, and this is really critical when we are going, I would say all the time, but super critical when we're going from that boss to CEO move, right? We're bringing in managers and leadership, and it's a real significant change to both our understanding of how this business works, our understanding of our own position in the company, and certainly to a little bit to our ego, right? When do I get my recognition and accolades? And that can be a very different journey for every single one of us because we've all got our own baggage that we're carrying around. And that's okay. That's the human condition, to continually be growing and improving and being okay with all the emotions and frustrations. Most of them are warranted. You're not out of whack by having and feeling these things. But what we need to do is go back to prioritize where in your schedule you are making sure you're getting what your mind needs. And that's different for everybody, but this is a critical piece. We really have to prioritize getting you the help you need. And for some of you, it is a therapist, a very great therapist that you may have worked with for 10 years, or today's your first day. It doesn't matter. But they don't always come in the form of therapists, right? A great mindset, it could be a mindset coach. They're literally called that. They're everywhere. I've got a great mindset coach. I work with her every 2 weeks. And I get upset and disappointed because I love working with her. I always feel so much better and more focused and clear. But also you can use your faith-based mentors. Those are great places to be talking through your own personal needs for support and clarity and peace. This is what we're looking for. How do we get peaceful and spacious about considering how to tackle problems? But there's also energy workers, right? That's another great one. So we have mindset coaches, therapists, faith-based mentors, and energy workers. Whatever is best for you and your path and your personal beliefs and where you need to go. But just as important as that business coach that you have, whether they're a hiring strategist or they're your marketing guru or they're your profitability and revenue sales, right? There's all kinds of business coaches that you've already identified can come in and impact your business. But this other thing you must do for business success as well. And this is creating the space Dedicated, intimate, transparent conversations about your human condition are required for success. And you don't have to go out and tell the world all your foibles. It's not about perfection, but it's about getting to a place where you like what's going on and you feel comfortable and confident about what's happening. And where emotion really comes up, that's your mind trying to get you to deal with something. And that could be personal angst that's showing up in your business, or it could be business angst that's showing up in your personal life. But having this mindset space with someone that you trust and you work with regularly, I highly recommend that you make appointments no less than every 30 days, much more frequently, depending on how high achieving you are, how stressed out you are, how focused you are on getting to your goals faster. This is the place where you get to be human and deal with all the human things that are going on. So you get to come back to your business more focused, lighter, and ready to inspire and mentor that team that you need to do. It's really hard to show up in front of a team, ask them to step up to your vision and mission, and oh, yeah, do the job better so we get the right results when you're feeling too stressed out. And so we have to create places where you can feel peace and excitement and get closer to that joy factor. I fundamentally believe that these mindset support systems are where we learn to start aligning our personal goals with our business goals. Now, of course, we at Boss HQ, we work with our clients on that. We always want to build the business exactly the way that lets them show up the way they want to personally, right? If they want to work 4-day weeks, we can build that with a right team around you. If you want to work, half days, we can build that with the right team around you, right? Everybody should be doing it exactly the way they want. But we have to get the personal goals, the business goals aligned, and we have to get your mind working with you, not against you. And learning that these emotions and stress moments, totally human and nothing you're going to be able to ignore. In fact, they'll all tell you the more you ignore it, the more it's going to make the rest of your days harder. But you have to find a way to get the support you need. And again, I don't care which way it works for you. It's where you get the most clarity and feel taken care of. It's really critical you have a transparent, safe place to be a human, my friend. This is what a successful CEO has and commits to not changing. Just like I ask our bosses, don't change those meetings with your team. If it's a one-on-one, you need to be there for that. You need to reschedule it as quickly as you can. These are things you need to be the best person you can be and get closer to that joy factor. So in times of stress is exactly when you cannot reschedule them. So what am I going to ask you when you call me up and say, I'm overwhelmed and I'm stressed out and I just want to burn it all down? Because we've all had there. Mine ended with me sitting in my bed in a bottle of champagne. Thank you to my best friend, just venting it all out. We all have those moments where we're just going to burn it down. But this is just a bump in the road. This is part of that journey. The growth is required, and it does include internally as personally finding ways to create space to like what we're doing, like the people around it, and like ourselves enough to let that success flow, my friends. It's out there for you. You deserve all the goodness, but we have to get the right team around you. And that does include your coaches. Please don't sacrifice on your mindset. That's how you show up the best. That's how you will hit your goals easier and faster. And that's how you will enjoy all those beautiful results you'll have at the end.